This is the real life of a poor family in Nepal. 6 people are crammed into a dilapidated mud house. They eat whatever they can get their hands on, just to fill their stomachs. Today, Damo bought a lot of fresh beef tripe. This is a rare treat for them, since they hardly ever eat meat. If they're lucky, they might have it once a month. Preparing the beef tripe is very labor-intensive. It took Damo and his father a long time to get it ready. Meanwhile, the eldest daughter brought out a sieve to sift some flour for today's main dish, fried flatbreads. Dharma cut all the tripe into small pieces. Then Sarki and the second daughter carried the tripe out to the courtyard to wash it thoroughly with mountain spring water. Sarki's home is far from the spring. All the water they use is carried by hand from a distant source. Therefore, they are very careful with their water usage, making sure not a single drop is wasted. So even though the tripe still had undigested grass clinging to it, Sarki stopped washing it. The remaining water had other uses. Whether it was clean or not, they couldn't keep washing it. The washed tripe was handed over to Damo, who was in charge of cooking. He poured a small amount of cooking oil into the pressure cooker, then added the washed tripe and stirred it constantly with a spoon. Beef tripe naturally has a strong grassy odor, so Damo added a large spoonful of turmeric powder to mask the smell. He then sprinkled in cumin powder and chili powder, along with a small amount of salt. After stirring well, he covered the pot and simmered it over high heat. The eldest daughter was also busy working nearby. She poured a little oil onto her hands and kneaded the dough until it was smooth. Since frying flatbreads requires a lot of oil, she poured the entire bottle of soybean oil into the wok. Then she flattened a round patty with her hands and dropped it into the oil. In no time, the patty turned a golden brown. She flipped it over to fry the other side. Once done, she used a bamboo skewer to lift it out and place it in a basket to cool. A single lump of dough quickly turned into a basket full of fragrant, crispy pancakes. Dharma's wife was in her menstrual period and was therefore not allowed to enter the house, the kitchen, or handle the family's food. She had to stay in the menstrual hut or the old cow shed. The second daughter, thinking of her mother, brought her some food. After returning, she sat down with the family to eat dinner. Sarah, however, sat alone outside the door eating her supper. In Nepal, every meal usually consists of only one dish. They prepare the dish with a broth-like consistency, which is then poured over rice or used to dip the flatbreads, ensuring that not a single grain of food goes to waste. A large pot of tripe and a dozen or so fried flatbreads are enough to satisfy the appetites of the entire family of 6, but this might also be the most sumptuous meal of the month.